TownCraft began for me with a conversation where Rohan was trying to tell me that he had a fantastic idea for a game.
I was arguing that what Minecraft had done was create a new style of gameplay, not entirely new, I mean there'd been things like it before, but things where putting different concepts and using that in a different way would result in a whole slew of different games which were not clones of Minecraft, although I'm sure I know those exist, but have created new games using those kind of mechanics. I started brainstorming. I was thinking, okay, well, what could you do? You could sort of merge Minecraft-style crafting mechanics and exploration mechanics with a role-playing game to get this, or with etc., etc., etc. And I then found myself coming up with one idea, which made me go, huh, that's pretty fun. I like that idea. So the first thing I did was call up Leigh, who was a bit bleary and not particularly interested because he was in the middle of doing something else. He was like, what do you want about? A game idea? Something.
And I was really, really tired, so I just fobbed him off and told him to go away in a really nice way. So he then goes and calls his friend Morgan so that he can have someone to tell about his great idea, to which Morgan responds, yeah, well, we might be interested in making that. And Rohan's reply is,
So I got on the phone, and a 20-minute pitch later he said, that's actually a really good idea, I think we'd like to be involved. Can you do a lunch meeting tomorrow? And so I sort of blinked about 7 times and said, yes, yeah, totally. Can I bring my brother along? I was like, yep, okay, fine. So I then rang up Leigh and said, hey, you know that game idea that I just mentioned? Yeah, we have a lunch meeting tomorrow to discuss developing it.
I met with Rohan and Leigh at a Bavarian Bier Cafe, and we basically talked over the project right at the very early stages. So we were talking about how to do an isometric engine, what sort of features they were going to do. And at the time it was pre-design doc, so it was very, very early. And we basically were just talking about it, and we thought, yeah, we'll do that in a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months, something like that.
Morgan agreed that he would develop the game to the tune of like a third of the total project, which was phenomenal, and we were just kind of going, okay, cool. So we thought, this is great, it'll take 3 months, and all we'll need to do is come up with some artists, and then we can design the game.
We signed contracts and we started getting other people involved, and it sort of exploded from there, because that was initially supposed to be a 3 or 6 month project if it was working full time, which we weren't. And so I suppose it's not that completely inaccurate then, because that ended up being nearly 2 years of work, which is what we're nearing the end of now.